been here.
Have you never been?
Nah.
We're just on time. So I'm back down at Rochester RC as they've opened a track. Yeah, so we're going to go and check out the track in a bit. But before we do that, let's go back into the shop and check out what's new. Now, I'm pretty sure they've expanded it since I last came when they first opened. So let's check it out and see what they've got. Let's take a bit of everything. Here's the likely. I'll take one of these and one of these and one of these. Yeah. One of those would be nice. So since I came last time, there's a lot more stock on display and you get hands-on, which I really like that, so you can see what you're actually buying. See, one of these would have been really nice. I kind of missed this one. I'm hoping that they're going to do a road bike version of it. If they did that, it'd be fantastic. I definitely would get it. And obviously, if they've spent so much time doing the technology and getting it working, it would make total business sense to produce different versions. Someone I was talking to earlier was saying about maybe they did a Harley Davidson collaboration or something like that, as well as a race road bike. They would be very popular. It's a lot bigger than you think in real life, but hopefully one day I'll get one of them, that's for sure. So it's changed quite a lot since I came last time. Here's all the Tamiya stuff. They've definitely expanded the collection. Now here's one side of it that I have really been getting into recently, and that's the Kyosho detailed stuff. You could get these on a really good deal recently, but these are stunning. This is the one that I did a giveaway on. That was really nice. But there's a what is it, the Nissan GTO. That's the one I'd like to get at some point. I must admit, I've been tempted to try one of these, so maybe might be worth, if you can see that, giving one of those a go at some point would be nice. Massive fan of the old Senton. These are great. Then we've got a few Tamiyas in here. Here we go, look. A couple of Tamiyas. Oh, that's the new one that they've just dropped. It's on the MB01. Not overly sold on the MB01 chassis, if I'm honest with you. How about a truck? And then what we've got VQS's. Egress, they've got an egress in. And then they got a Beetle. Ah, that's the Top Force. Must admit, I have been tempted, but I've got 3 Evos, so it's kind of hard to justify getting a Top Force in, so I probably wouldn't. Thundershot. Oh, look, they've got some MIP tools. Tempted. I need to get a few more that went with the new collection that I was gifted. Boats. Look at the size of this thing. That looks like a lot of fun, doesn't it? I've actually seen some videos on this. That's actually a lot larger than I thought it was. Look at that. And then they've got a whole load of second-hand stuff. And then we've got, there we go, Turbo Optima. It's got a brushless system in it. Oops, there's the body. I just dropped the body off. Doesn't look like it's done too much work. Nice to meet you. So you have to do this to get to the old shop. So what we're actually doing now is we're walking over to the original shop for Rochester RC just to show Ricky from Beyond RC where they've come in basically a year, and you'll be very surprised. Now, one thing that always shocked me about the original location of Rochester RC is it's across a live apron. Yes, you used to park across on the grass over there and walk across this apron into the actual shop. Now, if you kind of knew what you were doing, that's fine. But if you just turned up for the first time, I think it's going to be a bit off-putting. And it's amazing to see just how far they've come in such a short time. Crazy, right?
I turned up before, I wouldn't know where to go.
No, you'd never find it, would you?
Never find it.
So have you still got it? The storage?
No, we kept it. Oh, we need that block actually.
So after a good chinwag and a few cups of tea, we jumped back in the car and headed over to the brand new indoor track that Rochester RC have set up. Now, it's work in progress, so the amenities will be evolving over time. This track will be open to the public all week. Yep, 10 till 10, so you can go down there whenever you like, take a few cars, set up your race buggies, and you've got total access to a track as well as a CAF, and there will be an indoor store as well. So if you want new tires or you break something or your servo fails, you'll be able to pick up another one. So here we are at Rochester RC's brand new track that's only just opened. So it is work in progress, but I think you're going to be pretty pleased with what you see straight away. So let's go inside and check it out. So as you enter the door, the first thing that greets you on the left is brand new toilets. Yes, they've actually upgraded and fitted real good quality toilets, which is kind of unheard of for most RC tracks. On the left there, that is the kitchen for the CAF. The day after I filmed this, they fitted all the kitchen equipment. On the left here, which is still not quite finished, is all the bays. Now there's bays running all the way down one side, and then to the left here is another pit area that you've got access to. Now the size of this is going to change over time depending on demand. Now off the pits is the actual track itself. There's a shop going in on the right there, and you have the track in its basic layout now. Now this is 100% work in progress, but they just wanted to get the doors open and start spreading the word that this is an asset that's available to all RC fans. So while I was down visiting, I had the chance to talk to Will about what's going on and what it took to get this facility open. So I fired a few questions at him, and this is what he had to say. So here we are with Will. Will had decided that he wanted to open his own indoor track to go along with his shop. So, Will, what possessed you to want to open an indoor track?
I have no idea. Yeah, so I think everything we've done so far has always been kind of, when we started the shop, it was literally like, well, as long as it breaks even, we have a place, we'll get our toys at cost. Then when we moved to a new location, had a fantastic view, and we thought, well, in the summer we can have a beer outside and watch the sunset. That literally was it in my head. And here, I think it was more that there's nothing around here in Kent, and we thought, God, wouldn't it be cool to have a place where we can just get out of work and just come and just let it all out of the track. And we had a Tamiya event that we used to do bi-weekly, and we were renting sports halls, but then for some reason we always used to get pushed out, or the volleyball team had a practice or something like that. So we were always bumped. And we found this location, and we decided, you know what, let's go ahead and do it. And we love it so far. And again, the justification is, well, we had a rough day. As long as it breaks even, we'll come down here, after work and just do a couple of laps and be okay. So that was it.
So what does it actually take to open an indoor track in the UK? I mean,
oh boy.
The challenges have got to be great, right?
Yeah, I would say, yeah, you have to be a little cuckoo. It makes absolutely no financial sense. So literally, it's basically love and passion and just a fantastic team. I always say that the only reason why we're successful is because of the team we have, and then just persistence. Just everything that could go wrong will go wrong, and just having faith in yourself and your team that whatever happens, we'll deal with it.
Because you had an issue on the day of opening where it rained the night before. Sorry to disturb your viewing pleasure. I'm desperately trying to produce as much high quality content as I can, and this channel is rather small, so as you can imagine, it's quite expensive. So the more subscribers and followers and viewers I have, the more sponsorships I can get that then keep the studio lights going. And the overall goal is to open an indoor track in the UK. So those thumbs up and likes really could make that a reality. Anyway, I think that's covered everything. So back on with the content.
Yeah. So we had a couple of leaks, and the landlord was really cool and fixed them all. But then I guess you plug in one hole and another one comes up, and we were all ready. Everything was planned. And literally the night before, there was that huge rain, and it truly, like, it was, I'm not joking, like waterfalls, like going down. And we're like, yeah, we're not going to be able to clean that. So then we had to cancel, and it set us back a couple of weeks. And
did you have to replace all the carpet on the track?
No, we were able to save it. And again, due to our team, like literally we went and bought like 5 like wet vacs, and we're like vacuuming the carpet and like trying to dry it, and it was a mess, but yeah, we managed to get it up and running, and and that's it.
So you're adding a calf and you're adding a shop as well on site?
Yeah. So our concept has always been to have kind of like an experience for people to come and just have a great time. So in the store we have a calf inside where you can get epic like cappuccinos and lattes and sandwiches, and really it's an environment where families can come and have breakfast and then shop. It's ideal for marriages. I call it a marriage saver because wife can go and sit and have a coffee and cake. Kids can go and find something. So here we want to do the same thing. So we have a small store in the track with basic items like tires, servos, ESCs, things that you're going to need. And we're also going to have a cafe where you're going to have everything, hot drinks, cold drinks, sandwiches, things like that. So the idea is that they come and they stay.
That's fantastic. So people can come. It's not just come down one day a week in the evenings. It's open in the daytime?
Yeah. So we're actually open 7 days a week. That's something we're very passionate about. Even in the store, we were one of the few stores that decided to open from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Every day, except Sundays. We just go to 4 because of, believe me, they let me, I would stay there till 12. And here we're open basically the entire day. So we open at 10 a.m. and we close at 10 p.m. from 10 to 10. And the idea for that is during the day, practice sessions, you can come and test your car and drive it. And then in the evening, after you get off of work, you can still make it here. Say you had a very bad day or your boss is, ridiculous. Don't hurt him. Come here and just let your anger out on the track. And you can do a couple of laps and then go back home happy and relaxed.
So if people want to find out a bit more about coming to the track, and where can they get hold of the information?
So currently we have, our Facebook page, Rochester RC Raceway, is already live. And we're going to have announcements also on our main Facebook page on Rochester RC. And also the website's actually being built right now, but it's going to be just Rochester RC/Raceway, and you'll have all the information. But for now, Facebook page is probably the place to go.
So even though you've taken on all this, is there anything else that you've actually signed yourself up for over the next couple of months?
Yeah, actually. We basically partner up with the Headcorn Aerodrome, and we've taken over the Southern Model Show, which is one of the biggest, if not the biggest show, RC show and model show in Kent. So that's going to be happening in August. End of August, last weekend of August, and we're throwing the kitchen sink at it. It's going to be fantastic. I mean, there's always an epic fireworks show, but this year we're inviting everybody. It's going to be a huge show, and you definitely should not miss it. And for that, go to southernmodelshow.uk.
Fantastic, and thanks for inviting me down to check out your new track.
Always a pleasure, buddy.